I stopped living in the gym and got in the best shape of my life. What if I told you the 2 hours you spend in the gym every day are the very thing holding you back? You do the workouts, you follow the plan, you're exhausted, but the person in the mirror looks the same, tired, puffy, stuck. If you've ever felt like your life is just a cycle of working, eating, and dragging yourself to the gym, this is for you. My name is Mr. Shark, and for years, I was a prisoner to the more is better myth. I believed that the longer I spent in the gym, the better my results would be. I was training for 90 minutes, sometimes 2 hours a day, 6 days a week, and I was going nowhere. I was overtrained, constantly sore, and my body was clinging to fat. I was sacrificing my life for results I wasn't even getting. So, I did the scariest thing I could think of. I cut my workout time by 80%. I traded my 2-hour slogs for 20 minutes of brutal, focused intensity. This is the story of how I stopped exercising and started training. Let's talk about the trap I was in. Maybe you're in it right now. My workout log looked impressive. 5 exercises for chest, 5 for back, 30 sets per workout. I was putting in the hours. I was accumulating what the fitness world calls volume, but most of it was junk. The first couple of sets were good. The rest, I was just going through the motions. My form got sloppy. My intensity dropped. I was just tiring myself out, not stimulating growth. This is the junk volume trap. You feel productive because you're busy and sweating, but you're just digging yourself into a hole of fatigue. Does this sound familiar? You're strong on your first exercise, but exhausted by your last. You need tons of caffeine just to get through your workout. You feel worn down instead of energized when you leave the gym. I was there. I thought the answer was to push harder, to add more. The real answer was to do less. My turning point came from desperation. I was burnt out and ready to quit. I stumbled on the concept of high-intensity interval training, but in its most raw and simple form. The idea was to pick 2 or 3 exercises and just go all out. For a short, fixed period, my first workout was this. As many rounds as possible in 20 minutes of 10 kettlebell swings, 10 burpees, that's it. It looked ridiculously simple on paper. I thought it would be a warm-up. 5 minutes in, my lungs felt like they were sandpaper. 10 minutes in, every muscle was screaming, and the little voice in my head was begging me to stop. At the 20-minute mark, I collapsed on the floor, gasping for air, drenched in more sweat than I produced in my usual 2-hour sessions. It was a revelation. In 20 minutes, I had worked my body harder, more completely, than ever before. There was no wasted time, no junk sets, no scrolling on my phone between exercises. It was just pure, raw, uncomfortable work. And my body had no choice but to respond. After the initial shock, my body began to change, and fast. The science is simple. Intensity, not duration, is the primary driver of change. Short, intense workouts trigger a powerful hormonal response. They trigger something called EPOC, or the afterburn effect, where your metabolism stays elevated for hours after you're done training. Your body becomes a fat-burning furnace, even while you're resting. My old long workouts just made me tired and hungry for junk food. These new, short workouts were signaling my body to get stronger and shed fat. The puffiness around my waist started to disappear, replaced by lean muscle. My cardio skyrocketed. A flight of stairs became nothing. I felt athletic. I wasn't just a collection of body parts anymore. My body moved as one powerful, coordinated unit. I was finally building the lean, capable body I always wanted, and I was doing it in a fraction of the time. The most profound change wasn't what happened in the mirror. It was what happened outside the gym. I got my life back. Instead of dedicating 12 to 15 hours a week to the gym, I was now dedicating less than 3. Think about that. I gained back almost 10 hours of my life every single week. Time for hobbies. Time for friends and family. Time to cook healthy meals. Time to just rest and recover. The mental shift was massive. The gym was no longer a chore I had to schedule my life around. It became a powerful tool I used to enhance my life. That 20 minutes of intensity became a form of meditation. It cleared my mind, boosted my energy for the rest of the day, and built a mental toughness that spilled over into everything else I did. I wasn't just getting physically stronger, I was becoming mentally sharper, calmer, and more resilient. This journey taught me that the fitness industry's obsession with more is broken. If you feel trapped on the hamster wheel of long, exhausting workouts, I want you to know there is a smarter way. I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me, how many hours a week do you spend working out? And do you feel like it's truly paying off? I read every comment I can, and if you're ready to stop wasting time and start building a body that serves your life, instead of a life that serves the gym, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. What's coming next is a game changer. So how did I get in the best shape of my life by doing less? I changed the question. The question isn't how much time can I spend in the gym. It's what is the most effective dose of exercise I need to get the result I want. Your body doesn't reward volume. It rewards intensity. It doesn't grow from endless, sloppy sets. It grows from brief, focused, high-effort signals. The biggest lie in fitness is that you have to sacrifice your life to change your body. The truth is, when you train smarter, you not only build a better body, but you also build a bigger, better, and freer life. And that is a powerful truth to live by.